Yeah. Right, you ready for your next act? You know, I said it's an open mic night and you just get some new comics trying out some stuff. Sometimes what you find is a very well-established comic might drop by to try out some new material. We've got close to that. He's kind of established. But please make him feel very welcome. It's Damien Power!
Yeah, so, what's up? Okay, it's gonna be like that, is it? I'm gonna have to... Fine, I'll do a joke first. You fucking disrespectful. How dare you? No, but you can buy virtual vaginas now, and you can have sex with them, and a woman could feel it, and then she can have sex with a virtual penis, and then you can feel it in another room. So just mull on that for the rest of the set. I've got some other shit to get through, but I'm a parent. I don't tell my son things like that, but I can't wait to. When he's old enough, because you don't want to tell them when they're too young, because then they go tell other parents. Daddy said there's a virtual vagina, and you're done. You're not allowed to run the school fate anymore. But anyway. No, but in all seriousness, there is a global capitalist system we're all complicit in that has enslaved the entire human race, and we will perish as a civilization. Anyway, I'm a parent, and I do worry about those things. I do worry about those things. I went to our kid's party today, kid's birthday party next door, and remember when you were a kid and the parents used to talk, and you used to wish they'd keep talking so you could play for longer? Now I'm the parent, and today my son was like, Daddy, keep talking to the neighbour parent so I can keep playing. Please keep talking, please, begging me. And what I realise now that I'm an adult is that as a kid I didn't understand how fucking boring the conversation the parents are having. I never got how boring, like, it's cold, isn't it? It has been cold, hasn't it? It's been cold. It's cold, isn't it? It's colder than it used to. I think it is colder. It's colder than... How's work? Work's good. It's cold at work. It's the aircon. Do you make a living out of doing your comedy thing? Righto, sweetheart, we're leaving now. Come on, we're leaving. No, I don't care about your memories. We're going now. Because we've got to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, inside every single one of us is a child, still. And, you know, kids are liberated. And the only way we can be childlike and be free is to use drugs. That's the only way. That's true, it's sad but true. We use alcohol to bring down you build up walls, don't you, as an adult? You totally do. Like, you don't need to sit there and be like, no, I feel fine. You're all sad, I get it, it's fine. We don't have to pretend we don't live in the world, we get it, it's cool. We're all anxious. But you build up walls of, you know, you build up protection. Of, you know, you put every brick of betrayal and deceit and lies up, build a protection. And the only way to bring the wall down is through alcohol and drugs. Just kick the wall down and be like do shit like kids would or whatever. But because, like, you think about kids are in the moment, you know? Like, if a kid doesn't like another kid, they just fucking punch him, they tell him, and then they wreck their favourite thing that they own. Oh, you like that toy? Fuck, yeah, I don't like you. And then they keep being friends, and they just keep, because they're so in the moment. We don't do, like, as adults, we have revenge fantasies. We don't act like, you can't go in the office and be like, hey man, where's the stapler? Oh, I lost it. Fucking, where's your car, man? I'm gonna fucking bash it with it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do that. So instead, you go into the office and you go, hey man, have you seen the printer cartridge, the ink cartridge? And the other dude goes, oh, dude, yeah, I have actually. It's where it always is. And you go, oh, okay, man. And then it begins. Tomorrow, motherfucker, when I talk to that dude, I'm gonna say what I really think. I'm gonna tell him, yeah, I'm gonna go up to his face and say, I never liked you, man, fuck you. Yeah, and it builds up over the week. Like the revenge fantasy gets bigger and bigger. I'm gonna kill his family. I'm gonna kill every member of his family. I'm gonna put a different printer cartridge on their bodies. The kid's gonna be magenta, his mum's gonna be cyan. I'm gonna fucking kill every member of his family. And they're gonna burn him. I'm gonna burn him and have a ritual and like, I'm gonna start a cult on the ashes of his family. And then you get to work and you see the dude in the kitchen staff room or whatever. And you're like, hey man. And he's like, hey. Tomorrow, motherfucker, you know when I get that shit, I will find you. Because we don't have community anymore, you know? We don't have the connection as people. We're just sort of like a bunch of individuals in a group. Like everyone's like, you know what I mean? Like community now is something the council does. They're having a community event, get a sausage. Everyone just stands around awkwardly on their phone, like, community. You know what I mean? Like kids are communal. Kids have sleepovers. If an adult has a sleepover, something's gone wrong, like there's been a divorce or some shit, like come stay over. Come stay over, man, I need someone in the house. Or it's like a swingers thing or something. You don't have an adult sleepovers? Anyway, still thinking about that vagina. I'm just thinking about the virtual. I find people being offended really interesting. Do you guys find that interesting? What I find interesting about, because it's a very hot topic at the moment, recently Ellen DeGeneres during the Olympics put up a picture of her riding Usain Bolt as a joke, saying, this is how I get to the shops. I ride a really fast black dude. It was an image she posted and people went nuts, like I'm so offended. And I'm like, I understand political correctness, like I think it's important to not just say racial slurs to people's face anymore. But I think sometimes we focus on the wrong thing to be offended by. I think we're like, these people were tweeting, like just think about it like this, like they were tweeting from their phones how offended they were by the racism in that image. Like I'm offended on a phone, on a cellular iPhone. Think about that. An iPhone has precious minerals mined in the Congo, often by children at gunpoint. That's true. And in China they put it together by such low labour that people just jump out of the factory. They're like, fuck this shit, I can't. And then they put it all together and ship it around the planet, tremendous environmental damage. And that whole system of capitalism is pushed and maintained by Western countries so that they can get cheap labour and minerals from the rest of the world. Like an iPhone is the most racist thing you can do, you can have. It's every call is just like a racist smoke signal or something. You know what I mean? Like saying you're offended by racism on an iPhone, you're using a device that is inherently built by slavery to tell everyone how offended you are by racism. You're using your slave phone to go, hey, I'm offended by racism on your slave. Why don't you just have a fucking black choir enslaved in your basement? A black a cappella group. You just fucking get out every time you're offended. Is that right, Diane? I'm offended by that. Wait, I'll just get my enslaved choir. Shadoop, shadoo-be-doo, ba-da-da, shadoo. I'm offended by Ellen DeGeneres. Shouldn't we be offended by that? Like, what I'm saying is the growth economy threatens the survival of our species. Like we're saying that climate, like, this is, tell me if I'm wrong, climate change may destroy our species. Does anyone disagree with that? Yeah, so cool. So, the greatest carbon emitter is us, because we consume the most. Oil and products. Yeah, so that system is threatening the survival of the species itself. Like nothing will live. Cool, I'm just trying to... I really want people to understand this point. I don't want to be standing on the fucking Gold Coast when the tsunami from climate change is about to hit going, this is the end of mankind, and have someone beside me go, could you say people kind? Because man is offensive. You know what I mean?
What are you running around the Gold Coast for?
Get away from you, cunt. You know what I mean? I'm joking, man. No, I don't know. The Gold Coast is all right. But that's the problem. This big impassioned speech about the end of the world. Why'd you go to the Gold Coast? That's the best you've got! Unbelievable. I've got to go now. Didn't even get onto the virtual vagina bit. You know, I have a...
Take your clothes off!
Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
Take your clothes off. Let's stop for a second. Now, just let's let that sit in. So, you've sat there and you've thought, this is what I'm going to yell out. And, you know, you sticking with it? Take your clothes off. What, is that meant to be funny, or is that... I know, mate, that's why you shouldn't say anything. So, I have a friend, right, who's disabled. That isn't a joke. No, I have a friend this is absolutely true. I have a friend who's disabled and she can only talk one letter at a time on a board. This is not a joke. And I just think the other day, when I was hanging out with her, I thought, I wish some people had the board instead of being able to talk. Because people would talk like you would not have, you wouldn't, like the effort is so immense. Like you would have just spent, you just go, I'm lonely. That's all you then get to. Anyway, I've been Damien Powell, thanks for having me.
A very good comedian.